It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Trubisky will throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check it back, check it back. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Alert!
Here's Trubisky to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Minus 50. Let's go, defense.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Switch. Check 37. Shit. One twist.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Look. Big out. Bam. Slam. Check four.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Slam, slam, slam. Good guys, 4 down, 4 down. 58, right over there, right over there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Hey, look, 12. 6. Hey, alert. Shoot.
On second and 12, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Undercrunch. Check 43.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Wilson, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Khalil Mack with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
He's the mark. Here I come. Shift. Check 99. Stop.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
Now it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jadeveon Clowney It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's got Burton here. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Kill. Alert.
First down, a run with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Alert.
They go play action. Trubisky. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On first down, it's Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
380. I got you. Got. 25. Check. Lucky. Good job right there. Safety creep.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
Check, 45, somebody. I got it. Hey, switch gears. Alert. Front left. Check, cross. Hey, alert.
On 3rd down, Carson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is taken at the 23. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Go! 180! 50 seconds, come on! I got it! Switch it, come on, switch it! Hey!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The screen pass here to Cohen. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check three, check three, check three. Switch, switch, switch.
Move. Greystone, travel.
Alert three, alert three. Alert three. Check three, check three, check three.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check back, check back. Check nine, check nine. Jim.
18.
Go. 54.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Al Woods able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hey, 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Check.
Under 10, 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson completes it to Dixon. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
0-0.
Hatchet. 25.
On first down, Carson. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Whip. Watch the whip.
30. 25.
Shit.
Hey, alert.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Watch the screen. Bang, 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 bang. Check.
I'll go special. Special. 18.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
Check cross. Watch twitch.
40.
36. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. You go tight.
Guys, listen.
You got tight right there. Watch this.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Check 31.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Joker.
Gun.
Play. Mike's 5'9",
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Line 90.
58, come on.
14.
What's the ball? Check 15. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
Check.
Wall.
He alert.
No. Off. Check out.
Hey, 0.
58, boys. 58.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
Still got 4 down.
Show it out. Safe.
From from the shotgun. Wilson. And that'll be caught by the tight end. It's Ed Dixon with a Seahawk touchdown. Ed Dixon there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing here, Trubisky. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And the Bears first down.
Trubisky now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, it's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Lock in. 50, mark 50, mark 50. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He's crashing.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Going on the ground with Homer. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Alert, 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 alert.
Shit. Watch the shit. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Breaks through the contact. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, a give to Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Mike 58, right there.
Go.
Don't say nothing. Watch twist.
18.
Check 24. Kill.
Now it's Penny. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run this with Homer. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Ran, up. Use the mark.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Trubisky to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Seahawks take over.
We play to win. Let's
At their
go.
own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Got it. 14.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shoot.
Boost the team.
Hey, check 24.
They run again with Carson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go 14.
Here we go.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Check 13. Shift. Check.
Good job right there.
Out.
Bang out. Bang.
Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, it's our house. Kill. Turn it up.
Hey, alert.
Slam.
Check 26. Hold up.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch up. Check. Lucky.
18. Red, up.
Minus 50. Watch the screen.
22 jet bomber.
Safety creek.
They run. This is Cohen. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
50's the mark.
Play action. It's Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Trubisky to throw. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Jim. Watch it.
12.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. Now here's Michael Dixon getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now it's Trubisky, and he fends him off. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Jadeveon Clowney. A loss of 16 on the sack. And it's third down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing now is Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
We own it.
Good job right there.
We own it. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
One left.
Check, check.
Start.
They'll run on first down. Carson.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Run left.
Under 10.
Throwing now is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Wilson now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Mike, 45.
Check guys, 4 down.
Check 25. Whip.
Zebra.
Watch the whip. Check.
Good touch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and 13.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
You don't want no problem from me.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far,